3-2, so this is a big one. Are we going to be 4-2 or 3-3? Are we a winning team or a average team? We are taking on the Falcons, so let's see how that goes. We are at home. I say keys to the game. Our run game, inside run game, is very, very nice. Let's be smart on our passes. Our passing game is pretty bad. Let's just be frank about that. We are home, so let's see how good they are.
Cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss boy. Your numbers don't add up on the. That was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of us. Her fraternity of ringing off.
Run game, let's keep that run game strong inside. We're kind of weak on those outside, so let's try not to do that. If we're doing passes, we could try for it. We gotta switch something up with our pass game. We really do. Let's try to get the ball out faster, you know. Let's not sit on it. You know.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. As we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
In the 2018 draft, there's a lot of debate about who was the best quarterback, but there was no debate about who the best thrower was out of the group. It was Josh Rosen, able to deliver short, long, medium, with touch, throw the deep ball, you name it. He's got it in his arsenal.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And Johnson
lost
the football. It's loose, poked out. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He completes it to Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Yeah, I went to a Cubs game. Brewers Cubs game. That's bad.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Terrible.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Eluding the pressure right.
There we go.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action here with Rosen. Sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Grady Jarrett never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle and, frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds.
Dude, come on, guys. You got to get open.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Dude,
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Nice hit. Let's go.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 1st and 10 following the fumble recovery. They pitch it out to Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Dude, I didn't grab anybody's face mask. I literally,
so that flag will cost
I literally wasn't even pressing. I wasn't even controlling anybody that drive.
Face mask,
wow.
Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
When that happens when you literally have nothing to do with it.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain.
All right, if they are going inside handoff, I do not think
run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose
good play calling, the good boys. Good play calling.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of script.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
No, guys, I thought
that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Oh, so it touched me.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point.
3 points. I just gave him 3 points.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
I just thought, you know, let it go.
Always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
My bad.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return.
I think the game is like
but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
So they're going to give me a penalty.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
What?
So that will push him
Okay,
back.
do you know what's dumb about this game? I just got like a penalty that hurts me when, and I thought the game was gonna be like, okay, we'll give you a little break, you know, we'll
Rosen and the
help you out,
Cardinals
give you
take over
15
with a
yards,
first
and
and
then,
10
but wow.
at their own 21.
See, that's what sucks about this game. It's like, dude,
They go play action here on first down. Flush to
I
his
see
right.
him.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
This is the problem with this game. It's like the game has to realize, like, hey, you know, like, do they not want to, like, at least please the guy
for that
playing the
quarterback
game
back there. I mean, you know
bit?
me.
I mean,
Normally,
I saw
don't have a
one
lot of
guy win, but
empathy
I
for the
didn't
QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game.
And he's going to go down.
Why do they do
Back
this?
at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So, Brandon, we
Why
sat
do
in
they
with a
do
lot of
this?
coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play
Why
sheet.
do they not just let me, like, have a get a first down or something?
They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Let's go.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, we needed that. That was just a miracle.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after.
Thank you, man. Oh, we got lucky.
Dawson able to
Yeah, I
connect
was like,
on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
I want to get this ball back.
Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Good
and
defense.
he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. That catch good for 5.
So now what
it's
do we
third
do?
down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even
This
though he
one is
caught
a little risky.
couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got him half of
This
what
one
they
is more
needed.
like
Now
pass
here's a tough
coverage.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's Ryan.
Oh, good. I pulled him out, and it worked. Yes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
See, now, I don't want them to get a field
Couple of
goal.
first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On first down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he goes
Don't
down,
call
but not before
timeout.
getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ryan now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will reach the 5-yard line before
so they're going to
out
do
of
it.
bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Oh, shit.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Dude, they have guys right
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Final play of the half here, it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached
But we
halftime
kinda
now
want
with
to
the visiting
conserve
Falcons
time.
out on top. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here.
I
This will
truly
be a
think
touchback,
we can
and it
come
comes
back
out to
here.
the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice
Come
first
on.
half that we've had, guys, but be
Really?
prepared for some change-ups.
Really, guys?
We're going to see them when we kick it off in the
That was
second
kinda
half.
See how they handle any adjustments
How
that might
they
be
do
made
that.
defensively. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Dude, come
And
on.
he'll take it into the
That
end zone.
38 could not
Touchdown,
catch up.
Atlanta.
38
Julio
could not catch him.
Jones, 61 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think
Offside.
that NFL locker rooms are
Defense.
cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Getting set to go again. We'll get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And this one is incomplete.
I was hoping I could get something there.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I didn't want to.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Yo, let's go.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
Let's go,
He's
safety.
going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, look at the juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, it's Johnson. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, it's Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down.
Dude!
This is incomplete. The Cardinals are able to convert there on 4th down.
I'm blaming Johnson. I'm blaming Johnson for that. I mean, I need to get rid of the ball quick.
They really
He needed
points
to
here
have
in a
that.
2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Williams in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way.
Damn.
What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They have the nice cushion.
We had a
They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but
we're gonna be
you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've
I must
watched
have
where they
played on
have that
semi-pro
tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario,
I
tell you
must
what
have
they're
played on
looking for,
semi-pro.
and make sure that they're still
Because
attacking, yet at
I'm
the
not
same
winning
time
every
not
game
going
like
so
they did the
fast
others.
as to leave too much time on the clock. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set
Well, I
up
don't
here,
understand
partner.
why
There's no
Madden
other way to put it.
doesn't
The
let you
defense
just,
has
like,
to get a stop here if they have any hopes
you
of
know,
winning this game.
Master, you said
isn't
big
it
3rd
about,
down. I
like,
put the word big
having the
in capital
consumer have
letters
fun,
here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it.
So
They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
Oh, I should have thrown it to that.
That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense. And
I can't believe
John in a similar situation.
To say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Bro, I'm done. Guys, say, why can Madden not just let you, like, I mean, why don't they kind of help you have a fairy tale ending, you know? You know, that's the thing that really, like, I don't know. So we're 3-3, guys. I'm guessing I played on semi-pro for the season remake. That's the only way I can think of it. So we're 3-3. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I don't know what I did wrong. Let's call him. Alright, so we versed the giant snap, so if we lose that game, we're fucking terrible. I'll do that later tonight. We're gonna have to verse the Saints. Alright guys, until next time.